hope you're doing well today. My name is Rick and I'm a sales engineer here at Phionics, and today I'm going to be taking you through how to change out your pH or ORP electrode for your Phionics transmitter. Let's get started. Be sure to read up on all local laws and regulations regarding the handling of potassium chloride. It is generally considered an innocuous salt, but it will sting if it gets into a cut on your hand or into your eyes, which is why we recommend always having eye protection. We also recommend having a container to catch any potassium chloride spills, and then silicone grease is going to help ensure good waterproofing for the O-ring seals. And a rubber band is useful to help remove parts after an O-ring has set. Setting refers to a very tight seal that gets created that is fantastic for waterproofing, but does make actually twisting the parts off somewhat difficult. So having a little bit of extra friction to work with is going to really help there. When you are removing the electrode, there are a few things to take into consideration. One is that you want to make sure that you don't trap any water in the transmitter body when you are reinserting the electrode. And in order to do that, make sure you are always holding it with the electrode pointed down so that any residual water inside does flow out. You can also use a paper towel to clean out the inside here once you have removed the electrode body. The other thing is to not hold the guard, because that's just going to twist in place, and if you do end up pulling it off, it could slip out very easily and end up brushing into the bulb or breaking it. The best way to maintain control is to hold the transmitter as close to the point where you are trying to twist as possible. And so that means holding the metal body here all the way up right to the point where it meets the plastic, and then holding the electrode body there as well before actually twisting. Here is one point where the O-rings could have set very strongly, and so if you are having trouble getting it off, what you want to do is wrap the rubber band around the electrode body, twist a few times in your finger, and now twist and unscrew the electrode body from the transmitter. That should give you enough frictional force to help with removal of the electrode body, and you can do the same thing for the actual electrode connector, which is this top portion right here. So wrap the rubber band again around it and around your finger, then twist to break the seal on the O-rings, and now you want to slowly pull up. It's going to be tough until it's not, and you want to make sure that you don't jerk the bulb out and break it. So be nice and safe, and try to avoid touching the bulb to the spring as it comes out. If the spring does come out, don't worry, you can just put it right back in. For electrode replacement, first unscrew the cap. Now it is held in place by another O-ring, so simply pull it out lightly until you hear a pop, and then remove it without touching the bulb to the sides of the bottle. To get the cap and O-ring off, simply slide them both here and try to avoid touching the bulb again. Once you've pulled the spare electrode out from the bottle, you're going to grab the silicone grease, and you want to make sure you grease just about the top inch of the electrode to ensure the best water sealing and help you get it around the O-rings. With the spare electrode covered in the silicone grease up to the first inch, you can then insert it into the electrode body and go right until you feel some resistance. That's going to be when you hit the first O-ring. From that point, you want to be very careful and just slowly push in. It's gonna be a little tight, but after about another centimeter or two, you'll feel that it eases up, and at that point, stop, because now we're going to discuss how far to actually go in terms of depth here. In order to get the proper depth for the best connection on the transmitter, you want to make sure that the plastic here comes into contact with the spring, and the plastic should be bottomed out. You will see slots on the side here, and if you push, you want to just make sure that is all the way down. That way it'll provide the best connection. So wrap your hands around the electrode, twist, and as soon as I push in, then the plastic connects to the spring here. And that's the perfect depth that you want it to be at. So grab your transmitter housing again, push in until you meet resistance here, and that will let you know when you hit the thread, and slowly twist the electrode back on, and you're ready to go. For any questions, comments, or video suggestions for the future, please leave those in the comments section below. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to provide you with simple, effective ways to get the most value out of your water quality equipment. Thank you again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.